Each year, the federal budget is presented to the Parliament. The budget is the government's policy agenda and financial plan for the next 12 months, and contains details of taxation and spending. The process begins at 7:30 in the evening in the House of Representatives, with the delivery of the budget speech and presentation of documents by the Treasurer. An hour or so later, the documents are presented in the Senate, usually by the Leader of the Government in the Senate or the Minister for Finance, and time is set aside later in the week for senators to voice their opinions on the contents of the government's proposals. For the government to implement its budget, it relies upon the passage of the appropriation bills and other legislation. The appropriation bills are introduced into the House of Representatives at the same time as the budget papers are presented. In fact, the budget speech is actually the Treasurer's second reading speech on these bills. Other members of the House have the opportunity to debate the bills at length over subsequent sitting days. Until 1969, careful consideration of the bills also took place in the Senate, but in 1970 it was agreed that committees would be better placed to undertake more detailed and effective scrutiny. So now, when the budget documents are tabled in the Senate, listed among them you will find the particulars of proposed expenditure. These documents reproduce the details contained in the appropriation bills and, after they've been tabled on Tuesday evening, the Minister moves to refer them to the Senate's 8 legislation committees. When this is agreed to, it triggers the estimates process. This process essentially allows committees to consider the appropriation bills before the Senate receives them from the House of Representatives. Budget estimates are typically held over a 2-week period, with 4 hearings scheduled each day, usually lasting until well into the evening. At these hearings, committee members can ask questions about government spending directly to Senate ministers and senior public servants. At the conclusion of the hearing process, each committee will publish all of the information it has compiled to its website and present a report to the Senate highlighting any areas of particular concern. The estimates process plays a significant role in scrutinising the performance of the executive, as well as providing individual senators with an important opportunity to gather information on the operations of government. It has been described as the best accountability mechanism of any Australian Parliament and provides a reminder to the government of its obligation to be more accountable to the Parliament and to the Australian people.